In this problem, does it open up or down? Look at this item here. That means it opens up since it is positive. And then to find the vertex is an xy point. And to find the x value of the vertex, you would do x equals negative b over 2a. And b from the problem is negative 6. A is 2. You have a double negative, so it changes to positive. That's 6 over 4, which is the same as 1.5. So that is a terminating decimal, so you express it as a fraction or a decimal. That is the x value. And to find the y value, you would have to plug that back into your function. So f of 1.5 is going to be 2 times the quantity squared of 1.5, close the quantity, minus 6 times 1.5, and then plus 3. So in your calculator, the first thing you're going to do is type in 1.5 and square it, and then multiply by 2, and subtract, in parentheses, 6 times 1.5. and then add 3. You should come up with a value that is negative 1.5. So we have 1.5 and negative 1.5. That will be your vertex. 1.5 and negative 1.5. Since this opens up, that means you will have a minimum point for the vertex. And then for the x-intercepts, this is just like the bonus problem that's on the TV. You have to solve that quadratic expression there for x. You'll get two values. 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. And you can set that equal to 0 to make it an equation. A is 2. B is negative 6, C is 3. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2 times a. And plug in the values that you have. That is negative 6 plus or minus the square root of the quantity squared of negative 6, close the quantity, minus 4 times 2 times 3. All of that over 2 times 2. Double negative means positive 6, and under the square root sign, square the negative 6 to get 36, and you'll be subtracting 8 times 3, which is 24. All of that over 4. So 6 plus or minus the square root of 12 over 4 must be done twice. That's going to be 6 plus the square root of 12 over 4 and 6 minus the square root of 12 over 4. For the top one, 6 plus the square root of 12 and then hit enter. Then divide by 4. That'll give you 2.37 rounded to 2 places. And then 6 minus the square root of 12. Hit enter and divide by 4. That will give you 0.63. So we'll come back up top and fill that in for this answer. That is 2.37 and 0.63. The y-intercept is a matter of plugging in 0 for x. If I put a 0 here, cancels out. 0 there, cancels out. You're just left with 3. This one opens up because that is positive. And then the vertex, you start with x equals negative b over 2a. The b is negative 7, so negative 7 over 2 times the a value, which is 3. It is a double negative, so it would be positive 7 over 6. If you put that in your calculator, you come back with 1.16 repeating. You do not want to round this before you find the y. That's why you have to do f of 7 over 6 equals 3 times the quantity squared of 7 over 6 minus 7 times 7 over 6 minus 8. And in your calculator, you will do the quantity squared, which means in parentheses 7 divided by 6, close the parentheses, and then hit the square button. And then multiply by 3 and subtract the quantity of 7 times 7 and then divide by 6. Close the quantity and then minus 8. You should come up with negative 12.08. 7 over 6. Now you can make that into the 1.17, rounded to the nearest two places. So 1.17 is the x value, and the y value is negative 12.08. The vertex is going to be a minimum because the a value is positive. And to find the x-intercepts, you have to use the quadratic formula. The equation is 3x squared minus 7x minus 8. 3x squared minus 7x minus 8. And you can set that equal to 0. When you put it in the formula, it'll be negative 7 plus or minus the square root of the quantity squared of negative 7, close the quantity, minus 4 times 3 times a negative 8. All of that over 2 times 3. So a double negative out to the left means a positive 7. And then the square root of 49 plus 4 times 8 is 32 times 3 is 96. All of that over 6. Simplify under the square root sign. 96 plus 49 is 145. So you're going to have to do that problem twice. One is 7 plus the square root of 145 over 6, and one is 7 minus the square root of 145 over 6. Alright, so 7 plus the square root of 145, hit enter, and then divide by 6. You come back with 3.17. And then 7 minus the square root of 145, hit enter, divide by 6. Negative 0.84. So we will fill those in up here in our answer list. We had 3.17 and negative 0.84. The y-intercept, after you plug in 0, here it cancels out, here it cancels out, and you're left with a negative 8.